FDS can't be serious, right? They're dead serious, and they also are moderators on other Reddit subs. Careful, they will ban you for this. I got banned for just being part of r nice girls mainly because I heard that would do it. What in the fuck is FDS? I love browsing that sub. The level of self-awareness there is mind-boggling. They're dead serious about thinking they are queens, entitled to expensive outings and material possessions. I love looking at users' profiles and seeing all the depressing subs they also participate in. It's a shit show. What do all these abbreviations mean? Exclamation mark. They are a hypocritical misandry site. Practically all they know is promoting sexist hatred towards all men and boys that they'd never support, with genders reversed, and extreme hypocritical male-only genital hatred as one of their favorite forms of hypocrisy. Obviously, when anyone says, "type matters," or "vagina size matters," they absolutely lose their minds. Because then their brand of extreme male-only body hatred would be challenged. And they simply can't handle anyone challenging any of their brands of hypocritical misandry. I think it's pretty funny. I once saw a post that was like, "He said he wanted to take me on a walk." I was like, "What? Do you think I'm a dog?" And all the comments are like, "YAAAASSSSS queen, you told him straight." Quote, "I love going on walks with my boyfriend. I find it pretty sweet that he likes to simply stroll with me and hold my hand. But according to FDS, I need to set higher standards." Face with rolling eyes. Geez. I went and took a look. I don't really mind most of the core values. But damn, it's ironic to see them refer to men as scrotes, and the absurd amount of generalizations and assumptions that are made. Yeah, it's fine for a woman to have a preferred dick size, shape, etc. Nothing wrong that. It's just damn so many of the comments and the way they inherently refer to males as fucking wild. They're fucking brutal, lol. It is what it is. Everything on the internet and Reddit particularly is an echo chamber of some sort. They insist the whole world and every aspect of it is the male echo chamber. And they've got theirs there. At least. I'm paraphrasing the echo chamber of a post I was reading. That's the kind of thing that I find a little ridiculous. I wouldn't deny there isn't systemic advantages for males in a lot of ways, especially the work environment in specific fields. Majority even. But that doesn't also mean that every single aspect of life is the same. It honestly must be exhausting to look at reality in such a light. Not every single thing you see, do, experience, comes down to that. In any case, that's just my worthless 2 cents after an extremely brief visit. Edit. I want to add, since I know women from the sub are coming here to see these posts from another post I had read with traction during my visit, I also don't think there's anything wrong with you straight up telling the man he isn't your preferred type in bed. If they can't handle it, yeah, they are a little too fragile. But what's funny about that is also a part of that same systemic, societal pressure. It's sad to acknowledge one without the other. It's something men are extremely self-conscious about. Just how the wrong comment can ruin a woman's vision of her body. The same is true for a man. I thought this was intriguing because it's one of the bigger topics on the sub that a lot of men have issues with. It's a weird sub, to say the least, and I know I'm just a worthless LVM scrote. But I could never be with a woman who looked at me and life like the women in those comments I'd read. I'd fucking off myself listening to those rants IRL. Who is that? They're basically the female version of MGTOW. Basically just a group of female incels, but they don't get banned because, yeah. I think that as a concept, a sub to give women dating advice and tips for ditching toxic men sounds great. But in reality, that sub is very nasty. It has attracted some truly awful people. Very superficial women who act like typical incels. I skimmed it recently and I was disgusted by what I saw. The worst thing for me has to be the fact that women could really benefit from a sub like that if it was actually made with their best interests in mind. But that sub is only spreading toxic views, not helpful advice. You know what's worse? One made a post about how cheating was okay. Start dating a few guys. Choose the best out of them or none of them if you realize none of them are high value or whatever. And the next day another post was about them complaining of cheating. Talk about fucking hypocrisy. Edit. Also just remembered. They also say BDSM is like losing to patriarchy or something along the lines because women let themselves be humiliated. What about the women that like being the dom in the relationship and so? They make no sense. I swear. Okay, everyone calls that sub toxic. But I've never seen it myself. Every time this comes up and I pop over. It's totally innocuous shit that's genuinely just women angry at harassment and abuse they have to deal with. I've caught some toxic posts. But there's never been enough consistency for me to label the sub itself toxic. As far as the Dick Size podcast, for the most part, I agree with them. People are allowed to have their preferences. But as soon as a woman actually prefers bigger sizes, it sets off a lot of aggression in some men for some reason. They're pushing back against that. So what? I got banned for replying to on their grimace cold sweat smile post was basically about money. I responded by asking what does equality mean to them and if the mindset isn't 50-50 with their partner, then what is the mindset? Rolling on the floor laughing. Yeah. A fake. They're also TERFs. And they're also giant-ass hypocrites. They're dangerous to actual feminist movements because instead of fighting for getting men to treat women better and getting things changed, they just act just as bad as the men they are against. FDS is made up of female incels. Whereas incels believe that they aren't getting sex because they aren't good looking. Femcels in FDS think they aren't getting sex because men don't meet whatever standards they've sex. This ignores the fact that no one wants them. But they're entitled to their delusion. It's basically our incels but for women. True. But they do also have a point that sick size and breast size aren't the same thing. I know this is going to hurt some of my male comrades. But dick size is almost never not important.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Hypocrisy is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.